Hi, how's it going? So I'm gonna do one video here. This is an activity that if we were meeting face to face, I would definitely have everyone doing. I have my black beans here, right? So we're gonna do a little, I'm gonna do a little activity. So in the last video, we had this cylinder here, right? That was cut out. And so what I have here, you might remember what this is called. This is a cone. So what I made here is a cone that actually has the exact same circle as the cylinder, right? So these are meant to be exactly the same circle. And then also if you look at them, this cone and this cylinder have the same height, right? So if they were to stand side by side, they would have exactly the same H. So same height and same little circle here. And this one we talked about how you can calculate the volume of this. This is pi r squared times h. So you have to get the area of the face, right here, and then multiply it by the height. So the question we're going to ask here, and this is all about volume, is how big is this with respect to this, right? If they have exactly the same circle, and you could tell when they stand next to each other, the exact same height. So I'm going to do it right now. When I've done this in past years, there's beans all over the room, so it's gonna happen. I'm gonna get beans everywhere. So here we go. Black beans. So what I'm gonna do is fill this up. It'll go really all the way to the top. Okay, just like that. And then I'm gonna pour these in here. Just like that. So I just lost a couple. And I'm gonna do that a couple more times, getting more black beans. Here we go. So that's about full. And I'm going to pour this in. Now, a lot of people feel like you do a second pour, this thing's going to be full, right? Okay, lost a couple of beans. So you might be a little surprised here. I'm going to move the laptop, right? So if you look, there's still some room in there. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do it again. Boy, this is fun. I wish you could be here with me. Alright, so that's, I'm trying not to overflow it. I'm trying to make it just full. And then let's pour it in here. Wow. I am amazed. This is like good old times like a few weeks ago, when we had those wow moments in class. If you look at this, this is exactly full. Now what in the world does this mean, right? So this has a volume of pi r squared h. It took 3 fills of this thing, right, to actually fill this. So you can say either, right, this has 3 times the volume of this, or you could say this has 1/3 the volume of that, right? So this is a very conceptual way that you can derive the formula. So this one is pi r squared times h. This would also be pi r squared times h. However, you'd have to cut it by 1/3, right? So that's a nice, very visual way that you can show that the volume of the cone is actually 1/3 the volume of the cylinder. So the way you'd write that kind of looks like this, right? So we saw this top one here in the last lesson, pi r squared h. The only difference here, right, with the cone is you have that factor of 1/3 out in front. All right, hope you had fun. You should try it at home.